Well, let's push on, shall we? I'm almost out of battery power, but I'm just going to cruise. We're going to take a cruise through the rice fields, down by the creek, a little bit more through the streets of Hoi An. So if I run out of battery power and simply dies, you'll know why. So we'll go as far and as long as we can, and maybe I won't run out of battery before I get back home, but we'll see. So we're going to get out of Ancient Town and head on down some streets here and get over to the rice fields and cruise through there a little bit, and then head on back. That'll give me about a total of, I don't know, 10, 12 miles, which is about average. All right. Had my apple, so I should be okay. A little bit more energy. I don't know. Who gives a shit? Cove. Give you a look at a tourist group. You know, after being out here for so long, and seeing these people thinking that Vietnam is some sort of exotic, interesting locale, fascinating locale. Vietnam hasn't been authentic for probably 40 years. These folks want to come out here and think that they're experiencing some sort of different, never before seen culture.
Avec les racines, avec les planches, on coupe en petits morceaux et on va torréfier ça. On torréfie ça et après on met dans les plastiques. Attention s'il vous plaît.
You notice no questions for the one foreigner standing right in front of them who lives here. They'd rather listen to the tour guide and not learn anything. Idiots. I guess the most interesting part of that was that the Vietnamese tour guide spoke French. I hate the French. All Americans should. It's your American duty to hate the French people. So there's still that French colonial influence to a small measure, with him having the ability as a Vietnamese to speak fluent French. Good for him. And not Viva la France, it's like fuck France. We had to save their sorry asses in World War II. You know, the women don't shave their legs or their armpits. And they're stuck up culture, they're stuck up people, as you well know. Sorry. Sorry about that. Camera got dipped. My apologies. Alright. Hit a bump. I decided against the rice field. I mean, it's open but it's boring. So we'll just continue to ride around the streets of Hoi An for a little while. Ah. I've gotten to where I don't really need to use my horn. Just in some situations, I'm not really going that fast. Fuck you. Yeah, Billy Badass on a motorbike with some kind of hard look on his face. Normally, I try not to bother too many people. But if I see a punk like that, yeah, he'll get a serious fuck you. You know, the beauty of being my age and retired, and I won't go into enormous detail about the several lives that I've lived throughout my almost 63 years. It's been a hell of a ride. And the ride continues with coming out here and getting myself situated as a resident of Vietnam. Married to a local Vietnamese woman from a different culture, a very strange culture, and experiencing what that's like. And the most dangerous man in the world is the man who has nothing to lose. Now I've got a comfortable portfolio. I collect a nice Social Security check every month. It's a pretty sweet deal, as they would say. But everything's gravy now. Every day I'm alive is gravy. And each day now is a wonderful experience, believe it or don't. But I see a turd motherfucker and it's on. I'll beat a motherfucker's ass. I will pound him over the head with an iron pipe. I'll pick up a rock, bust it over his skull. I'll throw my fucking bicycle at him. I don't give a fuck anymore. What are they gonna do? Deport me? I'm married to a local. All I have to say is, all I have to say to the authorities is like, look, this fucking dickweed started it, and I finished it. Send him home, and I'm going home to my wife. Goodbye. So yeah, it's a real treat. It's a real treat not having anything to lose. So big or small, Superman or King Kong, I'm gonna fucking get in your face. If you're gonna ride around like a Billy Badass when, unless you're married to a local here and have a temporary residence card, you're not really living in Vietnam. If you're here on an illegal business visa or some fucking bullshit, you're doing some kind of bullshit illegal border run, or you got some kind of fucking job. No job here in Vietnam is going to be forever. And so, fuck them. I don't put up with any bullshit. I'm going to show you the afternoon meal getting cooked for sale later. Pork rib. Oh, delicious. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. And then here, Xin chào. How are you? How are you? Yeah. Making the, I don't know. I'm stumped. Some kind of bread over cooked fire. Just, you know, just like a bread to eat with meals or something. Now I'm digging around here because occasionally on some streets, like this one, I'll come across these beautiful homes and they're just adorable. And I'm like, wow, that is so cool. And here's one. Really well built, nice courtyard, beautiful garden, some old fellow sitting there on the porch. Beautiful house. I should be doing this on my e-bike. My e-bike would make this a lot easier. But I need the exercise. Have to get the exercise in. Try to get the daily exercise. When you're approaching an intersection, you know, the motorbikes, there are no stop signs here on four-way intersections, nothing like that. So when you're approaching an intersection like that, a four-way or whatever, you have to alert people to your presence. Because traffic crisscrosses so much here. So that's kind of the mainstay of the horn honking in Vietnam. It's basically just a shout out. You know, it's hey, I'm here, I'm here. And I believe that's how they're able to maintain. Well, they have a lot of accidents. They do have a lot of accidents in Vietnam. I can't lie about that, but it just is what it is. Let's put it that way. You gotta honk that horn when you're approaching an intersection, or you think somebody's not paying attention, or somebody's not looking. Gotta do it. See that car? Just letting the motorcyclist know I am behind you. Get the fuck out of the way. get a lot of douchebags that make the mistake, male douchebags like Mr. Fuck You on the Hoi Bike, come out here thinking it's like the Philippines or Thailand where, you know, you just have to flash a little cash and the women are dropping their panties because they're poor and desperate. That's not the case here in Vietnam. So a lot of these dirtbags come out here with a wrong impression. You know, all ages, but particularly the 30-somethings. And then they can't pick up a girl because they can't speak the language. They don't have any real game. The whole situation out here works differently as far as picking up women. It's not so easy. Not so easy at all. So what happens is they get disillusioned and angry. They come out here to escape mommy's basement, come out here for the cheap cost of living. They're fucking losers to begin with. Then they can't get a girl. And so they get angry. They get attitudes, and so I'm an expert at recognizing that kind of thing. I saw Billy Badass coming from 50 meters away. I was ready for that pump because I could tell, you know, he had that chip on his shoulder. He had that attitude. Because he's an incel out here. Stop for a second. Not a bad looking guy. Looked like he was in good physical condition. Most of these pussies out here aren't going to do anything even if you say a fuck you right in their face. Because they're, you know, they're chicken shits, man. Whereas I am not. But I'm in a unique position where I don't give a fuck at this point in my life. I'll throw down in a hot second. But anyways, you could tell he had that chip on his shoulder, you know. Because he's out here alone. You know, a lot of these dickweed foreigners, I told you, they hang around the Western expat bars and little enclaves and little communities and whatever. I really don't know a whole lot about it because I don't fucking want to hang out with those assholes. I didn't come 8,000 miles to fucking hang out with Americans and Europeans and pretend I'm in the West. I wanted an immersive Vietnamese experience. These fucking idiots out here, they're too afraid to engage with the Vietnamese people. They're too afraid to go around and eat at Vietnamese restaurants. You know, just say exclusively within the Vietnamese community. They don't know how to handle it. So they're really out here wasting their time, in my opinion. Because you don't fucking come out, well, they're not wasting their time again. The main purpose for a lot of these fucktards, 99.9%, is basically to keep a roof over their head and, you know, food to eat. Basic necessities, because in America and Europe, they'd be homeless motherfuckers. A lot of them are living on mommy and daddy's stipends of $800 to $1,000 a month being deposited. You know, these, I'm talking 30, 35, 40-year-old dudes and women. that are being having money deposited in an account for them so they can fucking stay out in Southeast Asia and out of mommy and daddy's hair and out of mommy and daddy's basement. Now that's not sustainable, that's not long lasting. When these fucktards are in their 50s, 60s, and 70s, they're gonna be screwed. And that's why I hate them. If you really want to know, that's why one of the reasons I despise them so much. I know why they're out here. I know their purpose. I understand their purpose. And it's bullshit. Yeah, I'm stopping here for a little bit of a rant. I want anybody watching to understand that I say these things based on knowledge, wisdom, and experience, both back in the West and here now in Vietnam for the last 3 years. Western foreigners in Vietnam, they don't even know why they're here, quite honestly. Really, Southeast Asia should be generally for retired persons that are capable of living a financially stable existence anywhere in the world. Those are the kind of people that contribute to the societies out here. Those are the kind of people that are stand-up people. Those are the kind of people that understand what it is like to work all their lives and earn a living and save up for retirement. You know, these little fucktards like Mr. Fuck You back there, they're all looking for shortcuts to life, you know, shortcut to responsibility, you know, having to be a responsible person. So fuck them. Want an exotic bird, this is the place to get it. Frankly, I think this is bullshit that they're allowed to sell these birds, but nonetheless, they are able to do so. For whatever reason, the Vietnamese are fascinated by birds. I don't know if it's a cultural thing for like feng shui or whatever, but you know, you can see enough exotic birds just in your own backyard. But they like to buy them and keep them. Kind of crazy. As a developing society, one that is still generally overall not quite up to snuff in terms of education, not quite up to snuff in terms of exposure and experience with, let's just say, modern times, the West, things that they are taken for granted in the West. Vietnamese people find very fascinating. like Vietnamese people are the largest cell phone holders in all of Southeast Asia. They are the largest Facebook and Twitter and TikTok users. They're insane when it comes to telephone technology.